Since well, right here, we have a clip of Boris Johnson apparently apologizing to the public for having a party, not following the rules that he so-called set forth for the rest of us. And if you still believe this COVID nonsense after this shit that they're putting straight in your face, man, you are just absolutely retarded, man. Anyway, let's go for it.
Welcome to the programme. The British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, facing huge political pressure, has admitted that he was at a party in the garden of...
Yeah, he has to admit it because he got busted. That's why he's fucking admitting it.
Banning a gathering, at least during the first lockdown in May 2020, but he claimed it was a work event. At the time of the gathering...
A work event? Fuck off.
In May 2020, people across the UK could only leave home for work, exercise or essential supplies. They could only meet one person from another household in an outdoor public place, and that had to be socially distanced.
If you follow these rules, man, you are a complete retard. You're gonna let the government tell you when and who to see and how many people you're allowed to see. Man, people are just stupid on this earth, man.
Political correspondent Jonathan Blake reports on a dramatic PMQs.
Here come the actors.
Prime Minister, are you going to apologise?
Are you going to apologize? Apologize for what? Apologize for fucking killing how many thousands of people with this bomb buckler scam. That's what you need to apologize.
Emerging to face the fury, Boris Johnson left number 10 this morning and headed to the House of Commons after revelations about a bring-your-own-booze gathering in the Downing Street garden.
All of these people here, bunch of devil-worshipping puppets, you know. All sell their souls for money and vanity and their names to be written down in history or whatever.
Lockdown. What would he say? What could he say to answer the challenge from his opponents? Was he there? And ease the anger among his own MPs.
Mr. Speaker, I want to apologise.
I want to
I know
apologize.
that millions of people across this country.
Yeah, listening to this apology with this man with his face down in his script. Just reading his bomb buckler script handed down to him by his elite slave masters. Fucking
Made extraordinary sacrifices over the last 18 months. I know the anguish that they have been through, unable...
What anguish? You don't know no anguish. Anguish about what, man? You come from fucking some of the richest people on this earth. And then you go to a private school. The only anguish you know is what you take up your body hole to sell out yourself, man.
To mourn their relatives, unable to live their lives as
Fucking
they want,
clown, man.
or to do the things they love.
They love.
And I know the rage they feel with me and with the government I lead.
I don't feel no rage for you. You're just a fucking puppet. It's the rage against the Rothschild and Rockefeller people. Keep your eyes on the prize. These people are just fronts to take the heat. When everything comes falling down, these motherfuckers just sail off and just fucking fake their deaths and then just ride off into the sunset, you know. They should all be arrested too, because they're all a part of this whole thing, but these are not the people in charge. Rothschild and Rockefeller and the 13 families that run this earth are them in charge. Freemason, Illuminati, elite.
When they think that in Downing Street itself, followed by the people who... Though I cannot anticipate inquiry, I have learned enough to... There were things we simply did not get right. And I must take responsibility.
After the apology, an admission that he did attend, an explanation he believed it was a work event, but also an acceptance others.
Motherfucker, you put on the party. How do you not know that it's a party? People are just dumb, man.
Wouldn't see it that way.
Well, there we have it. After months of deceit and deception, the pathetic spectacle of a...
Don't listen to this clown either, man. He's just a puppet as well, just playing the opposition, acting like he's against Boris. They all gonna have a party right after this shit.
man who's run out of road. His defence that he didn't realise he was at a party. It is so ridiculous that it's actually offensive to the British public.
You know what's offensive? That you people keep on going along with this fucking scam and pushing it on the people and telling people to take this poison vaccine. That's what's ridiculous.
He's finally been forced to admit what everyone knew, that when the whole country was locked down, he was hosting boozy parties in Downing Street. Yes. Is he now going to do the decent thing and resign?
I appreciate the point that he's making about the event that I attended. I want to repeat that I thought it was a work event, and Mrs. Speaker, I regret very much that we did not do things differently that evening.
The only thing this fucking clown regrets is being caught, man.
The leader accused the Prime Minister of changing his story, and worse.
Can't the Prime Minister see why the British public think he's lying through his teeth?
So are you, motherfucker.
Prime Minister.
That's the dirty woman. And how many people wearing purple in there?
Choose how he conducts himself in this place. He is wrong. He is wrong.
On the 20th of May 2020, Downing Street staff were invited to socially distanced drinks in the garden of number 10. Bring your...
What does that even mean? Socially distanced drinks? That's just fucking nonsense.
booze, said an email from a senior official. The event's one of several in 2020 being investigated. On the 15th of May, the Prime Minister and staff were pictured with wine and cheese in the Downing Street garden. Boris Johnson said they were working.
Yeah, man, wine and cheese. It's like wine and cheese, man. The Babylonian recipe that all these clowns love to eat, man. You worried about COVID and you're going yam cheese? Come on, man.
At the time, months later, on the 15th of December, when social mixing was banned indoors, a Christmas quiz was held for number 10 staff.
Yeah, see the coding here, 156.
With a photo showing Boris Johnson taking part. And on the 18th of December, claims of a party inside Downing Street.
So we went from 6 to 666. Yeah, man, the coding doesn't stop, man. They're all Freemason motherfuckers with their pagan Christmas tree right outside Downing Street.
Which the Prime Minister's then press secretary was later seen joking about in a mock news briefing.
Paul said,
opposition parties are now united in their call for Boris Johnson to go.
will the Prime Minister find...
What difference is that going to make? They're just going to throw one puppet under the bus to take the heat and the fucking show must go on. You think anything is going to change? It's going to be the same nonsense or worse.
do the decent thing and resign?
Oh, look at this piglet looking man.
Be forced to show him the door.
Will the Prime Minister, for the good of the country, accept that the party is over and decide
But the only thing that's good for this country is to get rid of all of you motherfuckers, man.
to resign?
No matter which side,
Some may be
Tory
making
or
light of the
Labour,
situation,
Democrat
but for
or...
Boris Johnson, it could hardly be
Yeah,
more
Conservative or
serious.
Labour,
Jonathan Blake,
Democrat or
BBC News.
Republican, it's all the same
Well, the
shit.
British political historians
They're all just the two wings of the same bird. It's all fuckery. Alright, let's listen to what this
Anthony Sarden, who's author of
so-called
The
woman
Impossible
officer.
Office, The History of the British Prime Minister, says Mr Johnson has rightly apologised, but has to do more. Of PMQs just then.
Well, he's in a bad position and he has done the right thing, which is to offer a profuse apology.
This dude sounds so gay, man. Fucking hell. Where them find this Batman, this sodomite from, man?
And it was pretty humiliating for him to do that. The question is, will it be enough? And there is so much anger. This is so unusual for a Prime Minister to be in this position. It's not just his judgment that is called into question. It is his integrity. And the British Prime Minister, not unlike the monarch, the public, even if they disagree with them, they have to respect them and understand where they're coming from.
Why? Why we have to respect them and understand where they're coming from? We don't have to respect none of these motherfuckers, man. They're not our leaders. They're a bunch of sellouts. Don't respect none of them.
That essential trust in their
I don't trust none of them.
their sincerity, their honesty.
They're not sincere. They have not a bone of honesty in their
and it
body.
has been repeatedly questioned with Boris Johnson. Then it puts the Prime Minister into an imperiled position, if not yet an impossible position. He has to wait and see. I think he'll have to explain more, apologize more, and very much to the point, he has to use this as the opportunity to fundamentally reposition himself as Prime Minister.
I mean, Boris Johnson was trying to say, wait for the official inquiry. That is being conducted by Sue Gray, who is a civil servant who is politically neutral, but is investigating her boss, investigating her colleagues.
How the fuck is an employee of yours going to investigate you? You think she wants to lose her job? These people are fucking idiots, you know. So Boris is just basically investigating himself. All right, then. Dumb the fuck out, man.
Is that going to actually be enough? Even if it clears Johnson, you know, on some sort of technicality about...
See them, they're with a smirk because they know it's all fuckery. Look at it.
The garden is your office or not.
Yeah.
Is that going to cut through with the public, or is the damage now done?
I think
damage
very
done a long time, man.
Damage has been done. It is very unusual for a Prime Minister to be in this
big-eared
position.
sodomite.
Tony Blair was accused of lying over the information he had about the Iraq.
Even Tony Blair and his fuckery too, you know. Him needs to be arrested for crimes against humanity, you know.
War. Anthony Eden, going back to the 1950s, was
all
accused
puppets.
And did indeed lie to the House of
All
Commons
Rothschild puppets.
and left soon after. Tony Blair didn't. I think that makes the point that the jury here is less the British public than the people sitting behind him, the Conservatives, and particularly his cabinet.
And we're expecting in this country...
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the public says. It's just them make the decisions for everybody, right?
Local elections, to local governments in May, and that's going to be a really key period if Johnson makes it through that far, because the very difficult thing is about whether you replace Johnson with somebody else and who would be able to be as electorally popular as he has been. He's got a very unusual coalition.
What? And you can replace Boris Johnson with a fucking dog, man. Replace him with anybody. It doesn't fucking matter.
Now, hasn't he? And when his Conservative MPs look at Rishi Sunak or Liz Truss, they think they're not so sure. And could that ultimately save him? It's the Tory MPs' self-interest in keeping their own jobs, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And by the way, those who promote themselves as the successor rarely go on and lead it. It could be the Sajid Javids or even the Jeremy Hunts who take the crown when it comes up. Difficult to see how that's going to happen, but difficult to see how he can carry on. He will not be able to carry on unless he fundamentally changes.
He ain't gonna change shit, man. And when them throw this puppet under the bus, it's gonna be another puppet and the show is gonna keep on going. It's time for everybody to wake the fuck up, alright? Bless.